Hello and welcome to TEPSA Explainers. My name is Federica Dall'Arche and I'm a researcher at the Istituto Affari Internazionali covering non-proliferation and disarmament and gender issues in international security. In today's video, I'm going to talk about gender balance in diplomacy and in arms control, non-proliferation and disarmament negotiations. If there's one main point that I would like you to take with you after this video, is that while the road to gender parity might still be long, we can all do our part to make it shorter. Women still face enormous obstacles when it comes to their participation in decision-making processes. This is a phenomenon that affects every level of society and presents itself in local, regional and global contexts. Political decision-making processes are no exception. Women continue to be excluded or marginalized from these processes, and when they do participate, their influence is often secondary, as they frequently participate from low-level positions, from which exerting a powerful influence is very difficult. Arms control, non-proliferation and disarmament diplomacy is not immune to this gender imbalance. A study published by the United Nations Institute for Disarmament Research, UNIDIR, found that women make up only 32% of all the participants in arms control and non-proliferation and disarmament forums, and that heads of delegations are almost exclusively men. The study also found that women's participation dropped significantly in related yet smaller forums, such as group of governmental experts, for instance, and this because when states can only send one representative, they almost exclusively send men. The achievement of gender parity in every single context of society is paramount. First of all, because it's only fair, perhaps if this wasn't enough already, because the entire society benefits from it. Studies have shown that the inclusion of women in negotiating processes brings more durable and effective results. Gender balance has been shown to be a prominent factor in successful negotiation outcomes, whether in the private sector, in conflict mediations, or in peace negotiations. So one could only expect that the same results would happen in arms control, non-proliferation and disarmament diplomacy. In securing our common future and agenda for disarmament, the United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres recognized that the meaningful inclusion of women in decision-making processes increases effectiveness and productivity, brings new perspectives and solutions to the table, unlocks greater resources, and strengthens every effort. So why are we still so behind in ensuring gender balance in this field? Well, stereotypes, lack of field-specific education, lack of role models, these are only some of the causes that need to be addressed. What can we do about it? Well, here's some suggestions. Be an advocate, recognize and dismantle stereotypes. Ask your government to adopt concrete and binding measures that allow verifiable equal access to leading positions, whether they are in academia, in diplomatic delegations, or in the workplace in general. Ask your government to invest in gender issues education and in non-proliferation and disarmament education, and encourage your university to offer courses on these topics if your university doesn't do so. And last but not least, support measures and campaigns that encourage women to start a career in hard science or at defense institutions or in this field. Thank you very much for watching and stay tuned for the next TEPSA Explainer.